Good evening, it's meteorologist Michael Feca. Welcome back to the 9 p.m. all-weather, all-streaming show that we do here every night during the workdays and on weekends. We stream it out to all of our streaming platforms as well as to Facebook Live. So if you are joining us from Facebook or you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a question or a comment below. I'll hopefully be able to address any questions you have as I go through the forecast, but if not, I'll go through at the very end and see if I can answer anything individually for you. So let's get started here with a look at our headlines. We're tracking out, well, it was sunny earlier, now it's just clear. We'll actually track out better chances for showers and thunderstorms as we go through the middle of the work week, and it looks like this heat and humidity isn't really going anywhere aside from that front moving through. So I'll break down those details in a moment, but let's take a look at what our highs got to earlier today. We climbed all the way up into the low 90s, 92 degrees for our high in Evansville, Bowling Green, Paducah. Cooler to our northwest. It's actually where the front is currently locked up. They've been seeing some pretty heavy showers and thunderstorms through areas like northern Missouri, into Illinois, southern Wisconsin, and even into Iowa. So that's where they're actually seeing some of that rain-cooled air, 89 up towards Chicago, 85 in Springfield. And currently, here in the tri-state, we've cooled down a good bit. 79 now in Evansville, 81 up towards Grayville, 79 also in Owensboro, and around 76 down towards Madisonville. And the cool spot on the map is all the way up in Flora with the temperature of around 75. Now, our dew points also still fairly elevated in that muggy category. We're into the upper 60s to lower 70s. So with these dew points being so high, our temperatures will drop pretty close to that. So we may actually end up seeing some patchy areas of fog develop. So here's a look at that fog forecast. Again, it's not going to be widespread or dense, but if you actually caught a shower today, we were tracking out at least a few downpours through western Kentucky earlier this afternoon. So if you were impacted by some of those, your chances for seeing some fog are a little bit greater than everywhere else, but there is that possibility. So keep that in mind as you head out the door early tomorrow morning for work or for school. Well, looking at our radar right now, we're really not tracking out anything falling from the sky. It's nice and clear. We barely even have any clouds out there, and we'll stay dry through the rest of the night with mostly clear skies. Temperatures will drop down into the lower 70s, and then tomorrow will warm right back up into the lower 90s. Very similar conditions to what we had today and yesterday. So another mostly dry day, mostly sunny. Can't rule out that chance for a stray shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon, but again, it's a pretty isolated risk. But factoring in the humidity, it will actually make those 90-degree temperatures feel a little bit warmer out there. Not as oppressive as what we saw back in July, but it's still something you want to keep an eye on and pay attention to. And I'll break down those heat index values here in just a minute. But let's go through our future radar, tracking everything out through the rest of the night tonight. We'll stay quiet and clear, and then waking up tomorrow morning, mostly sunny skies, becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. There's that spot chance for a shower. Again, it could pop up anywhere, and they'll typically only last about 30 minutes. There's not really a whole lot of upper level support for these storms to continue to go. They're really just kind of the heating of the day pop-up types. So that's what we can expect for tomorrow. Better chances, though, for more organized scattered showers and thunderstorms do move through for Tuesday and into Wednesday. That's when we're expecting that frontal boundary to press in from the northwest. And it looks like that shower chances may linger a little bit into Thursday before drying out more as we head towards the end of the work week and into next weekend. So let's take a look at what that looks like on our European model here. There's that front currently, again, locked up over Missouri into Illinois and even Wisconsin into the Great Lakes. That is going to very gradually slide its way southeastward. So that'll bring us the chance for some showers Tuesday afternoon, and then again with that frontal boundary just kind of slowly moving through. The presence of it will ignite a few more showers and storms there that may continue into Thursday, but we do dry out for Friday and into next weekend. Now, we're not tracking out any severe weather, thankfully, but we are already outlooked for possibly some heavy rainfall, which may lead to those very localized areas of flash flooding. So we're not expecting anything widespread, but any thunderstorm or shower that does develop Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday will have an abundant source of moisture, so they will be able to drop a healthy amount of rain in a very short amount of time. But not expecting that to be a widespread heavy rainfall because we could take a look at our rainfall forecast, and generally most of us are going to end up with less than half an inch. However, it is just those very, very small pockets where you could pick up a quick inch or even two in a very short amount of time, and that's where those flooding concerns arise. Now, outside of maybe some showers this week, temperatures are going to remain above average, and you can see that here with that dark red color on our Climate Prediction Center outlook for temperatures August 16th through the 20th. Let's take a look at our 7-day temperature trend to see where it's going and confirm that, and we can see we'll remain slightly above average here through all of next week and even into next weekend. Our average high sits at around 88 degrees this time of year. Average lows are into the upper 60s. So we'll be slightly above both of those normals for the entirety of this week. And to go along with that heat, we've got humidity. Dew points will remain up into that muggy category, maybe even popping up into that stifling line there as well. So possibly mid-70 dew points will return to the forecast by the middle and end of next week. So heat index values still going to remain elevated, but as I mentioned before, it should remain below that danger zone. So below heat advisory criteria. A lot of our feels like temperatures will be into the mid to upper 90s through at least Thursday of next week. And again, not in the danger zone. Typically 105 to 120 is where we really start to get concerned, but you still need to use extreme caution even with these kinds of temperatures. So sunstroke, heat cramps, and heat exhaustion will be possible with any prolonged physical activity, especially if it's going to be outdoors. So making sure you're still drinking plenty of water and then keeping an eye out on yourself, and everyone should be all good with the heat. But here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We'll wrap it up in a little bow here. Tomorrow is going to be another great day, mostly dry and mostly sunny, but you can't rule out that chance for a spot shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. That frontal boundary will actually move through the tri-state Tuesday and into Wednesday, so that will increase our coverage of showers and storms, so better chances there, and then we'll start to dry back out towards the end of the work week. But unfortunately, that front doesn't do much to help out our temperatures. Will remain in the lower 90s there through next weekend. But that is all I've got for the forecast, so I'm going to go stop into the comment section, see what you guys are saying. If you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them for you. Looks like Laura Gray says she is watching from Dawson Springs. Took a picture this afternoon. I want you to know, and I want to know how to send it to you all. Oh, we actually can take you through that on there. I don't know if we have a graphic for it, but it is really simple. All you have to do is go to our website, and you'll actually see a tab at the top that says Submit Photos. So you can just go right to that tab, and you can submit it through there, and it'll come directly to us, and we'll be able to use it and show it on air or on streaming services. So we'll be looking forward to that, Laura. And then good evening to you, Cheyenne, one of our loyal viewers here every night. So that is all I'm seeing in the comment section. I'm going to hop off the Facebook live stream. I'll send you guys over to 14 News at 10 for all the latest news and weather headlines. Until then, everybody, have a great rest of your night and stay safe.